What's up, everybody? How's it? It's Ulu. How's it? Happy Aloha Friday, Kako. Happy Aloha Friday. Okay. I just wanted to get on. Cause I talk to my son pretty regular, pretty steady. That because of the time difference and everything, I normally have him call me because they're behind, right? So I normally will wait till he calls me because just because I'm done with my day doesn't mean that he's done with his day, and I know he's very busy. But I left my ex-husband when my son was 10 years old. Okay. And I'm not gonna talk about my marriage or whatever with him because that's irrelevant to what I get for saying. But I've always had to be very strong. Okay, very strong. Even from when I was a young kid, I always had to be very strong because I was always by myself. Okay, so I always kept myself entertained. I did what I wanted to do, basically, even though I wasn't supposed to do them. So, I pretty much was like an only kid because my siblings was older than me. Anyways, I've posted this before. I've talked about this. I don't know if I've talked about it on YouTube, but I just wanted to say to all you ex-wives out there, all you baby mamas out there, and I might be maybe hitting on the wrong era because it's not like before, because now exes and baby mamas they wanna do things with their life. Okay, they wanna do things, so they wanna make sure that the child can see the dad or whatever. But okay, today's mommies is different. Single mommies is different from even when I became a single mom. Okay, different. What I want to say is, irregardless of the type of relationship you had with your ex, okay, and how long you guys were together, and things worked out for a good time, and then all of a sudden, boom, never worked, or it was a freaking struggle the whole time. Okay, and of course, everybody is smart enough to know that if you are dealing with a parent who is drug addicted or alcohol abusive, or all that kind of stuff, who is really not good for the child, then you gotta make a choice either to X out that parent or work with that parent to help that parent build a relationship with the child. And it's up to you as the mama, okay, as the sole provider for the child. It's up to you. I've seen people who, through every child that was not hers, help her baby daddy for the sake of the children. So with her children and his other children and his other children and his other children. Okay, why? It ain't the child's fault that you and the baby daddy, ex-husband, whatever, or baby mama, whatever, the next one never work out. So if you choose to bring children into this world, be responsible. Now, if the parent is completely strung out and just whatever and there's no hope, then okay. And a lot of times it's like that. But what I see is that these baby mamas nowadays, they're using the children, forget what they like, because they're pissed off at the baby daddy or the ex, whatever, to get revenge. They want to use the child to get revenge. That's what I've seen, and which to me is sad. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because my son and I had this conversation about his relationship with his father, his sister's relationship, okay, because they get the same father, their relationship, and then even my last child's father, her relationship with her dad. And it's crazy because all of my children have a relationship with him as well, okay, because he was a part of my life for a long time. And if you are able to work with your baby daddy or your ex-husband to guide that relationship, put in the work, put in the effort, and it's all going to be worth it in the end. Because you know why? When your children get older, when they become an adult, they will learn and they will know how to navigate their relationship with their own parent themselves, because you've allowed them to have their relationship. See, that's the problem. The problem is, this is the problem. Baby mamas, ex-wives, whatever, they get pissed off, okay, and they don't like let the daddies have relationship with the babies, okay. Oh, I gotta watch the time because I'm on a roll here. And then so they keep the child away, keep the child away, keep the child away. Then when the child is of age to think for themselves, they're often left wondering, well, you know what, I hear all kinds of things about my dad, but they're always gonna want that relationship, especially if you already have them know who the father is. Because children who don't know who the father is, they go out and search when they find out that the person that they called dad all this time wasn't their father. You know what I mean? Because I've seen it's happened so many times. Now, if you didn't allow that relationship to even be planted, right, when they were little, because you refused to guide it, you refused to put in the energy, and you thought he was an asshole and whatever, this and that, you just was being dumb, okay, because you was being stupid and selfish, thinking that you get on hold on him because you have one baby. Shh, please, lady, no, chick, if you didn't allow that relationship to even have some kind of fertilization, then when they get older and then they start to try and reach out to their parent, guess what happens? Everything is overwhelming, and then they end up fighting, and then they end up, they're like, well, you wasn't there, and listen. Our responsibility as a parent is to make sure that we put our best interest in our children. And if it requires an effort for us baby mamas to step in when we need to guide that relationship, then fucking go ahead and do it, for real, honestly. Really. I've never been one to keep my children away from their fathers, and they're old enough to navigate their relationship with their fathers now. It will all... So my conversation with my son was about that. And I had mentioned to him about that. And I said to my son, I said, you know why? I said, because later on it's all going to pan out in the end. Why? Because at some point the child will become an adult and will want to seek that absent parent, or part-time parent, or seek more of a relationship with that parent. And knowing what they know, seeing what they've seen, they will know how to navigate and have a say in that relationship. And this is why I say that they should have a say in their relationship. Because when they was young and the absent parent was there only when, very limited amount of times, which is way better than most parents, not most, but way better than nothing, okay, because I feel sorry for the kids who know nothing with their parents sometimes, and they try, because they're having a hard time now as adults. I'm very passionate about this at Kalamai, but I see that, and I told him that, and he goes, you know what, Ma? You're right. I said, yeah, it's gonna pan out itself. Like, you and your father. But I made sure that I stayed positive, and I made sure I voiced my opinion and talked to him and said, when there was something that was to be fixed, I talked to them, and I showed my concern and my being upset for whatever they was doing or whatever when I had them around. Okay. I don't care what anybody say, cause I'm the sole provider for this child. Duh. And you like one relationship, I'm willing to support it, but guess what? When I talk to you about whatever you gotta fix, then better do it. Okay, which was hardly ever, okay? I don't like sound like one witch or one bitch or whatever, which is hardly ever. There's only certain things, certain times. I had to establish that in the very beginning. Because why? The brothers was, they going through emotional stuffs too, you know what I mean? Like, they're going through emotional things too, and mental things, like, oh my god, the relationship is over, what am I gonna do now? Now I still here, I gotta start my life over, all that. So, you have to keep the focus on the children, not you and him, or him and you, him and her, or whatever. Because it has nothing to do with you guys at that point. That's completely separate. Now, my children are in complete control of their relationship with their parents. Yet they respect their dads. They respect their dads and they love their dads. They have a great time with their dads. Why? Because now they can openly talk about how they're feeling and certain things about what they're thinking in their mind. Okay? And I'm not gonna say I never did dog my baby daddies, because I used to bitch and grumble. Okay? I'm not gonna act like you shouldn't say nothing, because I never said nothing. Oh, fuck that, I said some shit. I was pissed off. I was angry, and so I said some things. Yeah, I was talking about allowing your children to be able to build a relationship with their parents. Well, with their dads, or the absent parent, or the mom. Allowing them to do that, you'll be happier in the end. And honestly, you know what? That's constant drama. That really, in the end, it's going to be constant drama for the child in the end. And then that way, your children will have been able to learn how to regulate their own emotions about whatever situation or whatever the relationship is with that parent. And then, because if you don't try, then guess what? You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. If you're willing to put in the footwork, I'm not saying that you know what, it's better off. There's a season for everything. Sometimes the father not gonna learn the lesson until they go through everything, and then later on they realize, oh no, and then they're willing to make the changes for themselves. It just happens like that. But if you have allowed the child to already build a relationship with the father, even at that stage in their life, later on it's going to be better for them. They're going to be more stable. And however, like I said, however the relationship pans out, it's going to pan out. But your child will have control. Oh, that's what I was saying. The reason why I say your child will have control of the relationship is because, number one, they are entitled to have a say. Why? The absent parent, through all that time when the child was growing up, all the way until they became an adult at 18 years old, had time to try and build a relationship with that child. And however, if it was 2 years in between each time they saw the child, 5 years, 2 months, 6 months, sporadic here and there, and then not for a while, for not for a long time, or there's limits to the relationship, whether how much effort they're going to put in as far as guiding the child, or just letting the child do whatever, or not giving a shit at all, period. Okay, they are entitled. The same way I talk about, there's no reason why the child should be having to call the absent parent every day if they have access to the child. That's not the child's responsibility. Okay, so that child is entitled to have control. Why? Because that's 18 years of bullshit and trauma and lies and whatever that they had to deal with, and they're trying to just be a child. And in all honesty, you didn't do right by them if you wasn't there, if you never correct, if you never spent time, if you never guide, if you never love, if you never, all that kind of stuff. So that doesn't mean that the entitlement should be taken to another level and they should treat the parent like shit. No, they should use that entitlement to either, number one, say I don't want the relationship, or number two, yes, I want the relationship, and I'm willing to be open with you, father, mother, whoever you are, right? But these are my boundaries. You can either have it an open, honest, clear communication like that, or it can be learned, like, oh no, I sorry, I sorry I wasn't there, or I sorry this and that. No worries, mom, no worries, that, it can be like that kind. I don't know. So anyways, hope you guys find this video very interesting, and hey, let me know if you agree or not. Let's talk about it.